Let us start our new chapter, data handling. We will see introduction and exercise 5.1 in this video. Let us see our first topic, that is data. Data is a collection of a numerical fact regarding particular type of information is called data. Such collected data, when represented by a graph, it can be easily studied or understood. Let us see some example related to data. In this, marks scored by few students in the statistic examination. In this given example, data collected of 50 students, that is the weight of 50 students in a class. The given example shows the data collected of delivery time taken in minute by a delivery boy. The given data shows the gender, age, height, weight, study time and scored in examination of particular student of particular classes. Dear student, first-hand information collected are known as raw data. Then further such data are represented through pie chart, bar graph, double bar graph and so on. Our second topic is pictograph. The pictorial representation of data using symbols is called pictograph. Let us see some example of pictograph. See, above data shows the example of pictograph. A bar graph, a pictorial representation of numerical data in the form of rectangle or bar of uniform width and various height is called bar graph, where the class interval are shown on the horizontal axis and the height of the bar shows the frequency of the class interval. Let us see some example of bar graphs. The given bar graph shows the number of people like the fruit most. See, the bars shows the number of people like the fruits. Given bar graph shows the birthday of number of a student in a particular month. The given bar graph shows the number of peoples having different kind of animal as pet. Is double bar graph. A bar graph showing two sets of data simultaneously is called double bar graph. It is useful for comparison of the data. Now let us see some example of double bar graph. The given double bar graph shows the favorite sports of a particular number of a student of grade 3rd and 4th. Blue bar represent 3rd grade student and green bar represent 4th grade student. In the given double bar graph shows the number of campier participate in camp activity. Red bar shows the number of girls participant and blue bar shows the number of boys participant. Our next topic is pie chart, or we can say it a circle graph. It is a pictorial representation of the numerical data by non-intersecting adjacent sector of a circle such that each sector is proportional to the information it represents. Let us see some example of it. The given pie chart shows the favorite movie genres in Mrs. Smith's film class. Now the orange colors represent comedy, yellow color represent action, pink color romance, dark blue color drama, light blue color horror and so on. Now from this we can easily find the different favorite genre in Smith's film class. The given pie chart shows the subjects allotted to teacher. From this we can find that science subject allotted to 15 number of teacher, math subject allotted to 24 number of teacher, SS subject allotted to 30 number of a teacher, English subject allotted to 15 number of a teacher and Spanish subject allotted to 10 number of a teacher. Let's see the next topic, observation. Numerical information is called an observation. Data, just now only we saw, the collection of observation is called data, means the observations are in numerical form and collection of such numerical is known as data. Raw data, as I told you, first-hand information is known as raw data. Collection of observation gathered initially is called raw data. Now, range of the data. The difference between the highest and the lowest values of the observation in a data is called range of the data. Let us see with the example. Now, dear students, see here the numerical information which is known as observation, and the collected observation is known as data. It is a raw data, and to find out the range of the data, that is the maximum minus minimum, that is 28 minus 14 gives 14. Let us see another example. See, dear student, here also a raw data is there, and to find out the range of the data, you have to find the maximum data, that is 48.5, and the minimum data, that is 25.5. And when you will subtract the data, you will get the value of range of the data, that is range of the data is 23. Let's see next topic, that is frequency. The number of a time a particular observation occur is called its frequency. Frequency distribution, it is the representation of a group data in which frequencies are distributed over several classes. Let's see with the example. See, dear student, the last column is a frequency in which the number of a time a particular observation occur is called its frequency. See, in this given example here also, where the data represented in group in which frequency are distributed over several classes, that is class interval. See, in this given example also, the last column is of frequency. It's also show the different frequency in different classes of interval. Topic is range. As we already see, what is range? The difference between maximum and the minimum observations of the raw data is called range. Means you have to find the difference between maximum and the minimum observation from the collected raw data. Now, the class interval, it is specify a small range in which various code fall. And the class size, the difference between the upper and the lower class limit is called the width or class size of the class interval. Let us see with the example what is class interval. See, dear student, the first column shows the class interval in which the first class is 100 to 104, second class is 105 to 109. Dear student, the second column shows the upper limit and the lower limit of the class interval. 99.5 is your lower limit, 104.5 is your upper limit, and so on. The next example, the first column is of class interval, that is 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, and so on. 30 is your lower limit and 40 is your upper limit. Let us start exercise 5.1. For question number first, for which of these would you see a histogram to show the data? Now, dear student, histogram x-axis and y-axis we need to prepare. The first information which is given, the number of letter for different areas in a postman bag. Now, dear student, here only one kind of information is given, that is the number of letter in a postman bag. So it can't be represented in a histogram. The second one is height of a competitor in an athlete meet. Now, here one information is height of a competitor and the second information is in a particular athlete meet. So this can be easily represented in histogram. The C1 is the number of cassette produced by 5 company. Now, dear student, here only one kind of information is given, that is the number of cassette which is produced by 5 number of companies. No such different types of cassettes has been mentioned, so it can't be represented in histogram. The last one, D, the number of passenger boarding train from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at a station. Now, dear student, here dual kind of information is given, that is the number of passenger and boarding in a train, that 100 passenger or 150 passenger, and the timing is also given, that is from morning 7 a.m. to evening 7 p.m. So we can easily divide this class into class interval and the number of passenger boarding at different number of time. So this can be easily represented in histogram. So you have to write, we represent B and D by histogram whose data can be grouped into class interval. Let us see the another question. The question number second. The shopkeeper who come to a departmental store are marked as man, that is M, and woman, that is W, and boy, that is B, or girl, that is G. The following list gives the shopper who came during the first hour in the morning. Now dear student, here we have to make a frequency distribution table using tally mark. Draw a bar graph to illustrate it. Now we have to first we have to prepare frequency distribution table using tally mark. This you already did in class 7. Now here these are the W represent the women, M for men, G for girl, and B for boy. Now you have to prepare a frequency distribution table in this way. Now one by one you have to observe the data and you have to keep on plotting the tally mark. The first one is W. So in W column you have to see this kind of tally mark, this kind of frequency distribution table you have to prepare. That is W for woman, B for boy, M for man, and G for girl. Now the first is W, 3 times W. So you have to draw a 3W, that is 3 times 3 line you have to draw. Then girl. So in girl column you have to draw 1 line. Then boy. So cancel it in this way. Then in boy column you have to put 1 line. Then 2 times W. 2 times W means again 2 times means 4. And how to represent 5, dear student? You have to cross 1 line like this. Then 2 times W, then M. So in N column you have to put 1 line. Then 2 times G, that is girl. So 1, 2. Then again 2 times M. So in M column 2 times you have to put 2 line. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times woman. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one you have to represent by this. So 4 times woman done. Then again G. I am just crossing it to find on which point I am. Then B, boys. Then M. Then W again. So you have to cross like this. Then B, then 2 times G. Now 1 you have to cross like this and 1 more like this. Then M in M column means once 4 is done, the fifth one you have to cross like this, M. Then 2 times W, so 1, 2. Then 2 times M, 1, 2. Then again 2 times W. So 1, 2. Then again W 1 time, to cross it. Then M. 1 time M. Then again W. You leave space. 1 time W. Then B. 1 time B. Then again W. Then G, then M, then 1, 2, 3, 4 times W, 4 times W, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times W, then G, then again W, then 2 times M, 1, 2, then 2 times W, 1, 2, then M, then again W, now 4 is done, the fifth one you have to show like this, then G, that is girl, then again W, then again M, then G. 4 line already done, fifth one you have to show like this. Then W, then 2 time M, 1, 2, then G, B, you have to cross, then 2 time G, that is 1, 2, then last finally W is there. Now dear student, you have to count this. Now by doing such, we can easily calculate, no need to count individually. This whole pair shows the 5, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 plus 3 is 28. We got 28 women who visited during first hours. Then number of boys, 5 boys during 1 hour. The number of men, that is 15 men. And number of girls, that is 5 plus 5 10, 10 plus 2 12. When you will find the total, 28 plus 12 gives 40. 40, that is 40 plus 15 is 55. 55 plus 5 is 60. Now we have to represent this in bar graph. Let us see. Now dear student, you have to represent this frequency distribution table on graph. Now let us prepare bar graph pertaining to this frequency distribution table. Now to draw bar graph, dear student, you have to draw one horizontal and vertical line first. Name it as x-axis and y-axis. Then from this frequency you have to find minimum and maximum, that is the maximum is 28 and minimum is 5. So why not prepare a class of 2. So here each boxes is of 1 centimeter. So I will take 1 centimeter equals to 2 shopper. So if my maximum number of shopper is 28, so starting from 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26 till 28. You have to write down the numbers which show the number of shopper, and on x-axis you have to write down the woman, B for boy, M for man, and G for girl. Now here from the data it found that 28 number of a woman visited the first hour in a shop. So what you will do, 28 means woman, so draw a bar till 28. It shows the 28 number of a woman visited during the first hour in a shop. Then the second is boy, 5 boy. The 5 boy, how to draw a bar? It is between 4 and 6. Draw a bar of 5 length. Then man, 15 men. So 15 men, so which will come between 14 and 16. Between 14 and 16, that is 15. Draw a bar of length 15. Then girl, 12 number of girl. 12 number of a girl means draw a bar of 12. So this is how you can represent the above frequency distribution table in a bar graph. Let us see the third question. The weekly wages in rupees of 30 workers is given in a factory RS under. Now it is a weekly wages. Now how many number of workers are there? 30 workers. So 830 rupees, 835, 890, 810 and so on. These are the wages of 30 number of worker in a week. Now from this data, whatever the data collected, we have to find the lowest and maximum observation. The lowest observation, we can see that 804 is the lowest, and the highest, if we find 898, this is the highest observation. Now from this we have to, dear student, using the tally mark, make a frequency table with interval as. Now here the class interval also given, so it's very easy, very simple, no need to find the range also. here we can find the range by subtracting lowest observation from highest observation. So you will get 94. So you can easily divide that range into number of classes, that you can prepare 9 or 10 number for classes starting from 800. Now here given 800 to 810. So prepared a frequency distribution table like this from the hint which is given 800 to 810 class interval, then 810 to 820, then how long till 890 to 900. See here. Now one by one let us find the tally mark. Now 830. So between which class it will come? 830. Now dear student, here 800 to 810, 810 to 820. So here you have to, in first class you have to see the data till 809. In second class you have to see 819. In third class you have to see the data till 829. And wherever the 830 or 840 will come, so you have to jump in this class. Now see, dear student, first one is 830. So where it will come? Between 820 to 830 or 830 to 840? It will come over here. As I told you, in this class you have to see till 829. Then first one over, then 835. It's very simple, between 830 to 840. Then 890. The 890, it's very simple, as I told you here, that starting class you have to see. Then 810, the starting class you have to see. Then 835, again 835. Then 836, it's very simple, 36 will come over here. Then 869, very simple, in this between 860 and 870. Then 845 means 800, between 840 and 850. Then 898 will fall in the last class between 90 and 900. Then 800, then again 890 will come in this class, starting digit you have to see. Then 820 will come between in the third class interval. Here in this you have to see till 819 only. Then 860 will come here between 860 and 870. Then 832, very easy. Fifth one you have to cut it like this. Then 833, again it will come between this only. Then 855 will fall between 850 and 860. Then 845, it will fall between 840 and 850. Then 804 will come between 800 and 810. Then 808 also fall between 800 to 810. Then 812 will come in second class between 810 and 820. Then 840 will come between 840 and 850. Then 885 will come between 880 and 890. Then 835, again 835 will come between 830 and 840. Then again 835. Then 836, again it will come between 830 and 840. Then 878 will come between 870 and 880. Then 840 will come in this class. 868 will come in this class. Then 890 will come in your last class. As I told you, here you have to see till 889 only. Then 806 will come in your first class. Then finally 840 will come in your 840 to 850. Now dear student, now let us count one by one how much total, whether you are getting 30 number of total or not. In the first interval between 800 to 810, 3 number of a worker used to get salary. Between 810 to 820, 2 worker. Then 820 to 830, 1 worker. Then 830 to 840, this is 5 plus 4, 9. Then 840 to 850, 5 number of worker. Then 850 to 860, 1 number of worker. then 860 to 870 3 number of worker, then 870 to 880 1 number of worker, then 880 to 890 1 number of worker, then 890 to 900 rupees, how many worker used to get? 4 number of worker, 1 2 3 4. Now if you'll count, you should get total 30. So 3 plus 2 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 9 15, 15 and 5 20, 21, 21 plus 3 24, 25, 26, 26 plus 4 gives 30. This is how you have to do frequency distribution table. The next one is one, that is between 820 to 830 one number of worker used to get a salary. So draw bar of 1 centimeter, that is between 820 to 830. One worker used to get a salary between 820 to 830. Next is 9 worker used to get a salary between 830 to 840. So draw a bar of 9 centimeter. It reveals that 9 number of worker used to get a salary between 830 to 840. Then the next one is 5. So draw a bar of 5 centimeter. It shows that 5 number of a worker used to get a salary between 840 to 850. Then 1 number of a worker used to get a salary, draw a bar of 1 centimeter. It shows that between 1 worker used to get a salary between 850 to 860. Then 3, draw a bar of 3 centimeter. It shows that a 3 worker used to get a salary between 860 to 870. Then 1, so draw a bar of 1 centimeter. Dear student, here there is no gap between a bar. It is a histogram. It should be a continuous. So it shows that 1 worker used to get a salary between 870 to 880. Next one is 1. So again draw a bar of 1 centimeter. It shows that 1 worker used to get a salary between 880 to 890. And the last one is a 4. So it shows that draw a bar of 4 centimeter. See 4 centimeter. It shows that 4 number of worker used to get a salary between 890 to 900. This is how you have to construct the histogram. Now let us see the try to give the answers of the given question. Let us continue with the question. Which group has the maximum number of worker? Now from this graph, if we find the group 830 and 40 has a maximum number of a worker, we found that 9 number of worker used to get salary between 830 to 840. So let us write in the solution, group 830 to 840 has a maximum number of worker. Now the next question says, how many workers earn rupees 850 and more? Now we have to find how many number of workers used to earn rupees 850 and more. Now dear student, from here you have to count all the number of bar. Now from this we can find that from here all the number of workers used to earn rupees 850 and more. So now one by one you have to count all this bar. So it is a 1 centimeter, that means 1 worker. The 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4, that is 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6 plus 4 10. So we can say the 10 number of worker used to earn rupees 850 and more salary. To write down in the solution, number of worker earning rupees 850 or more is 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 equals to 10 workers. Now how many worker earn less than rupees 850? So we have to count whatever the bar above the 850. Now this many worker we can say that earn less than 850 rupees. So you have to count all these bar. So 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 5. Don't count this one. So 3 plus 2 gives 5, 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 9, that is 15, and 15 plus 5, that is 20. So write down here, number of worker earning less than rupees 850, 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 5 equals to 20 workers. Let us start the next question, that is the number of hours for which the student of a particular class watch television during holidays. It's shown through the given graph. Now we have to give the answer related to this graph. Now it shows that this x-axis shows the number of hours of television watched per day, and the y-axis shows the number of students who watch the television per day during holiday. Now here 1 centimeter is equals to 4 number of a student, 4, 8, 12 and so on. Now it's found that 4 number of a student used to watch television for 1 hour. Then 8 number of student used to watch television between 2 to 3 hours. Then here 22, between 20 and 24, 22 number of student used to watch television for 3 to 4 hours. Then 32 number of student used to watch television for 4 to 5 hours. Then 8 number of a student used to watch a television for 5 to 6 hours. Then 6 number of a student used to watch a television between 6 to 7 hours. Now let us see the question whatever they had asked. For how many hours did the maximum number of a student watch television? Now the maximum number of a student, if we find that 32 number of a student, and 32 number of a student used to watch a television for 4 to 5 hours. So write it over here. For 4 to 5 hours the maximum number of a student watch television. Then the next question is how many students watch television for less than 4 hours? Now dear student, less than 4 hours if you say, so you have to count all these bar. All these are the less than 4 hours and all these bars are more than 4 hours. So if you count, that is 4 plus 8 plus 22. Then 4 plus 8 plus 22. 22 plus 8, 30. 30 plus 4, 34. So write down over here 34 students watch television for less than 4 hours. Then last question is how many students spend more than 5 hours in watching television? Now dear student, which bar you have to count? These two bar. More than 5 hours means this two bar, that is 8 and 6. So count 8 plus 6 gives 14. The 14 students watch television more than 5 hours.